expecting here all the net cost should be either positive or zero. Otherwise, if net cost is negative, it indicates that there is a scope for improvement or there is a scope to reduce the transportation cost. And in the first iteration, we got 3, that is negative cost. So we have to consider the most negative cost, and most negative cost we got at AR, that is at this that is unallocated square. So here we got the that is maximum this negative or most negative value, and accordingly it gives indication that I have to shift some allocations to this AR, and how to that shift the allocations. Also in the last lecture we have checked this, or we have discussed about this, that we have to prepare this, that is close path, and start with the positive sign, then mark alternate negative, then positive, then alternate negative. Like this we have to mark the symbol, and here now at negative corner check which allocations are minimum. So at negative corner, if we see the allocations are 20, here it is 25, here it is 30. So minimum allocations are 20. So we have to shift this allocation from this CR to AR. Means we are removing one allocation and we are adding one more allocation at AR. So like this, we want to keep all the allocation as it is, that is 5 total allocations. And in this case, once I am shifting 20 from this CR to AR, in that case, I have to maintain this plant capacity as it is 30 or this warehouse capacity as it is 45. So accordingly, wherever there is a minus sign, I have to subtract 20. Wherever there is plus sign, here I have to add 20. So like this, we are balancing all these capacities of warehouses and plants. So you see, in this figure, I have balanced it. So I have shifted this CR from, I have shifted 20 units from this CR, from this point to this point. And here, everywhere there is a plus sign, I have added 20. Wherever there is a minus sign, I have subtracted 20. So like this, you can see that the plant A capacity was 30, and after this shifting also plant A capacity is 30, that is 10 plus 20. So like this, I have maintained all this. Now, this is iteration number 2. Now, once these allocations are changed and allocation numbers are changed, I have to check how much is the transportation cost. So here I got transportation cost as per this new allocation. Instead of 1340, now it is 1160. Means here by this logic or by this method, whatever the procedure I have applied, that is I got the negative value at the net cost, and accordingly I have shifted the allocation and cost of transportation is reduced here. Now for this new allocation also I have to check whether there is a negative net cost or not. So for that I have to go for next iteration, and for this new table, that is iteration number 2, I have to check. Now I have to prepare the again unallocated squares table. That is now unallocated squares are AQ, then BR, then CP and CR. So for all these, I have to prepare the close path. So for example, if I want to prepare the that is close path at this point, that is at AQ, I have to draw horizontal and vertical lines, and I can change the direction only from the allocated cells. So here it is easily I am making close path like this, and from where I started, mark there plus, because I want to add something here. I want to add some allocations here, and I want to check if allocations are shifted there, whether the transportation cost is reduced, or here the whether net cost is getting minus sign or not. So like this is plus, this is minus, next is plus, and next is minus. And like this, I have made this close path. And for all these close paths, now consider these cost values. that is plus sign. Consider that plus sign for cost value also. So for AQ, make plus 11. So for BQ, make this cost 16, that is minus 16 plus 14 minus 13. And if I take the total of these figures, I am getting minus 4, minus 4. So like this, if I am preparing this closed path for BR, so for BR, this is the BR. So here mark plus sign. For BR, mark plus sign. And here also you can get the closed path, that is from BR, then BP, then AP, and then AR. Like this, here you are getting the closed path. But you in between also you may get the allocations, but don't consider that allocations. Only consider the corner allocations. In between, if now there is a 5, don't consider this 5 because this 5 is not a corner when you are preparing the closed path from BR to BP. So here 5 is coming in between, and don't consider that, only consider the corner values like this. And again with this sign, that is plus minus, then here it is plus and here it is minus. Use same signs for calculation of the cost. And here if we take the total of all this cost, it comes to plus 4. Means here there is no chance to improve the solution. So next is for CP. So here for CP, at CP, again make a closed path. For CP, you check where you can make a closed path. So if you go vertical, then towards right, down, and left. So here you can make easily closed path. So consider these values for making the closed path, and consider these costs for calculating the net cost. So it is plus 12 minus 14 plus 16 minus 10, and total is minus 4. So here also there is no chance to improve the solution. Then next or last is CR. At CR, you see again at CR also you can make a closed path, but here the directly you are not getting here easily, you are not getting the closed path. But for making that closed path, you see how to make a closed path at this CR. So at CR, you can see here there is an allocation. So go towards that allocation, go up, go right, left, go up, go right, and go down. So these are the allocations, and make alternate plus and minus sign, plus then minus. Here there is a plus, here there is a minus, here there is a plus, and here there is minus. So consider same signs for calculating the net cost, and we got net cost is plus 9. Now here it gives indication that if I am shifting some allocation, because I got here net cost is minus 4, and my intention to prepare this table is to check whether I am getting any negative value or not. If I am getting all the positive or zero value, then that is the final solution. But here I got one negative value, means it gives indication that there is a chance to improve the solution. So here in that case, you see how I can improve the solution. How I can improve the solution, we'll see. Or what is this? Minus 4. So at minus 4 or AQ, I have to prepare the square. I have to prepare the square. Mark alternate, start from positive sign, mark alternate plus and minus, and here it is minus. Now, as per our rule, check at what negative corner you are getting minimum value. So only consider the corner values, and I am getting negative values at the various negative corner are allocations. Consider allocations only. So allocation is 5 and 10. So minimum of these two is 5, means it gives indication that I have to add +5 wherever there is a plus sign, and I have to subtract 5 wherever there is a minus sign. So in the new allocations, here it becomes 5, here it becomes 5 again, here it becomes 40, and here it becomes 0. So by shifting all these allocations, again we are maintaining that production capacity 30 as it is, 40 as it is, or warehouse capacity 45, 35 like this by making this change. So here, after this change, you see this table is prepared. Now this table is prepared after shifting of allocation from this BQ to AQ. So 5 units shifted here. But after this shifting also, now we have to check whether there is a reduction in a transportation cost or not. And for this new table, we have to check whether I am getting any negative net cost or not. So that is iteration number 3. So here I am getting the value instead of 1160, I think in the previous solution, now we got 1140. So 20 rupees reduction is there in the transportation cost because of new allocation. Now for this new allocation, I want to check whether this is final solution or not. And for this new allocation, I am preparing this closed path, and I want to calculate the net cost change. And here at BQ, that is, these are the sales are the unallocated sales. Otherwise, if the allocations are there, it is called as allocated sale. So these 4 are unallocated sales. For these 4 sales, we have to prepare the first. We have to make a closed path, and for that closed path, by considering the cost values and by considering that is positive and negative sign, we have to find out net cost. And if we calculate the net cost for all these 4 unallocated squares or cells, we are getting this +4, here it is +4, 0, and +9. So it indicates that there is no negative value and all the values are either positive or 0, so that this is the final solution, or for this solution, no more improvement is possible. And for this is the final transportation cost we got. So like this, these are the production techniques, or these are the operation research techniques we have to implement. So here, for understanding purpose, we have taken only 3x3 matrix. But in actual industry and number of units also, we have considered only 100. So easily, it is possible to calculate the transportation cost also by multiplying this allocation. But you consider that in a mechanical industry, for any assembly, number of components are there. And once these components are manufactured, shifting of this component to the warehouses is a big task. And in that case, we have to optimize this value, that is transportation value, so that total unit cost will be reduced. That is, whatever the overheads are added along with this material cost, then production cost, then tooling cost, labor cost, then that again space for that, whatever the infrastructure is available, that infrastructure cost is there, number of costs are added in that unit. So like this is one of the major part is there in the costing because of the transportation of the units. So in the transportation, we have to optimize the thing, and by using this logic, we can able to prepare the program. And instead of it is 3x3, if it is number of units, maybe 10, 20 production shops will be there. Number of units or number of production types maybe in thousands. And in that case, you can segregate the atom, you can transport atom properly, and you can reduce the transportation cost. This is the intention to teach you this transportation unit and this optimization techniques. So you should be able to prepare the program and you apply this logic to solve the problems. And by using this logic, you are able to solve the problems with minimum transportation cost. So this is a complete solution. You again remember that in an exam, most of the time, it is not always mentioned that solve the transportation problem for optimum solution. It may not be there, but you always consider in your mind that transportation problems are always in the two phases. Phase one is always there for the initial feasible solution, and phase two is there for the optimization solution. So whether it is asked or not asked, your task is to use both the phases and find out optimum solution. If you are using only initial feasible solution, means you are solving only 50% of the problem, and that problem is not 100% solved, and you will get 50% marks only. So this is one complete method, that is stepping stone method. Is there any doubt in this method? Or everything is understood? Otherwise, we will go for the next method, that is modified distribution method. And you see here the final table, result table is there, and in final result table, so from plant to warehouse, how many units are shifted, the shifting cost is there, and total cost for every that plant is there, or every allocation we are calculating, and by making the total of this, we got that answer is total transportation cost is rupees 1140. So this is the complete answer for stepping stone method. Now we'll see the next method, that is modified distribution method, MODI, modified distribution method. And this method is also known as UV method, because we are using U and V in this method. That is, we are using U symbol for number of rows, like this UI. Depending on number of I rows, we are using UI, and we are using V for number of columns, that is VJ. Depending on J number of columns, we are using VJ. And initially, we are making either U1 equal to 0 or V1 equal to 0, and we want to calculate the cost of all the U and V values. So if you are making U1 equal to 0 or V1 equal to 0, there is no change in the final answer, you will get the same answer. And then we want to calculate the cost of solving relationship, that is UCij, that is C12. So here 1 is for the row and 2 is for the column. So here U1 means first row, and Vj, if it is 2, it is second row. So accordingly, we have to go for that cell, and we have to calculate the value of Cij. And in the third step, that is, we have to again, like using unoccupied or unallocated cells, we have to find out reduced cost or net cost, like stepping stone method. So here I will explain these steps in the numerical. Again, we are considering same numerical. Again, I am considering the solution from northwest corner method. This is the solution, final solution of northwest corner method. Purposely, I am taking it because we have already solved this numerical, and we know that in the 3 iterations we are getting the final solution. But if I am using